hey guys, welcome back to IPM Talks. Today we have GIPMAT All India Rank 2 Naina with us.
My name is Naina and I'm from Faridabad, Haryana. So a little about my background. I had commerce with maths in my 11th and 12th. And in 10th I scored 96.4% and in 12th I scored 95.8%.
So what was your score in GIPMAT and in each section?
So in GIPMAT the overall score was 340. In Quants it was 128, in LR it was 100 and in VARC it was 112.
Can you share some strategies that you use for each section?
So for Quants and LR, so basically these were my strong points. So initially I focused for a few months, I focused on Quants and LR only. So whenever I used to get time, even in school, in breaks, in free periods, I used to just practice questions because I started pretty late. So I make the most of what time I had. And for VA, I started preparing for that VA part after my boards ended. So when I gave mocks, the lowest score I got was in VA. So I prepared a lot for that and I made like a list of new words every day, and I decided that I'll do 3 RCs every day, and that was my strategy.
That's great, Naina. So can you tell us more about your background? Like you had great marks in 10th and 12th too, and what exactly? How did you, do this? Get such great marks in your exams?
So I used to make timetables. So whenever you make a timetable, you get to know where are you wasting your time and where you can utilize it better. So so whenever I used to get time, so like in summer vacations only, I covered most of my board syllabus. So whenever after summer breaks that was taught in class, it was basically a repetition for me. So for boards I was pretty prepared. So that's why even when I got that 1 month preparation break you get before your boards from school, I used to give 4 to 5 hours to IPMAT preparation, and because most of my boards syllabus was prepared. So that's why.
I could say the same about myself too. Like I focused mainly on boards first and then came to IPMAT. So, you scored All India Rank 2, you competed against thousands of people. What do you think, was a differentiating factor in yourself that set you apart from everyone?
So a differentiating factor would be that I went into the exam with a strategy and I actually executed it. So, and to prepare a good strategy you need to give a lot of mocks. So by giving mocks I figured out what was best for this particular exam and executed. Because in GIPMAT you have to do a lot of questions and you have to do them fast and with accuracy. So even after the exam I asked some people, they only attempted 70-80 questions, but that is the strategy you use for IPMAT and not GIPMAT. So I guess that is it.
GIPMAT, last year when we had it, it was, people were talking about how it was tougher than IPMAT, Rohtak and all other entrance exams. How did you mentally prepare yourself for such an entrance exam?
So mentally, because GIPMAT was the last entrance exam I gave. Before that, I gave CUET, I gave IPMAT Indore, Rohtak and even Symbiosis entrance test. So I gave all these exams and last one was GIPMAT. So by that time I was pretty mentally prepared and I knew how to calm down my anxiety while giving exam and focus on the questions. So I practiced a lot.
So was there, you talked about your strong points for Q and LR. Between these two, did you have a specific section or, a part which was your favorite, and how did, that help you score such good marks?
So my favorite was definitely QA. So I am pretty good at maths and I scored pretty good in maths in my boards also. So I had a pretty good grip on, I can grasp those concepts easily. So that was my favorite. And also in my coaching they used to give us small 10-minute tests on each topic. So I used to practice those a lot. So that basically strengthened my basics and fundamentals of maths. And in GIPMAT you can easily score well with the basics. So out of 33 questions of QA, I attempted 32 questions and all of them were right.
That's
So,
great, Nana.
yeah, you need to practice for the basics.
Exactly. It's more about the speed and accuracy.
Yeah.
So during your preparation, obviously it's hard to navigate through it. Did you face any low moments or face, such challenges that
Yeah.
a regular student might face?
Yeah, so the low moments I faced when initially when I checked my mock scores, and I used to score so good in QA and so low in English. So that really made me realize how hard I need to work on it. So initially I used to get really sad that I'm not able to score well in English, and I didn't even focus on it that much. So in the last 2 months before the exam, I really needed to focus
Yeah.
more on that. So at the end, I focused less on maths because I was pretty confident I'll do it, but I focused more on English.
That's great. You spent so much time, you gave so much time to this preparation. If you had a choice, like if you weren't preparing for such exams, is there any hobby or activity you would have liked to pursue?
So yeah, before my 11th and 12th and all the academic pressure, I used to make a lot of art and painting, and so that I would really like to do. I would have really liked to do that, but because I was busy preparing for all these
Yeah.
entrance exams, I didn't get a chance to do it.
You always got time for it here now. A lot of people are preparing for exams right now. There's so much pressure and there's so many myths around these preparations. Is there one or two myths that you'd like to bust for the future aspirants who would be
Yeah.
giving exams
Yeah,
next
so
year?
First myth would be that if you start a little late, you won't be able to crack the exam. Because I know some people who were studying since 11th for this and they still didn't clear it. And there were people who studied only 2 months for it and still they're in IB, IIM Rohtak and all that. So,
Yeah, same. I started my preparation just after my board, so I took around 1 or 2 months just for this.
Yeah, so if you manage your time well, it's pretty doable. You can crack the exam. And second would be that if you are from a non-maths background, you cannot score well. But we have so many examples in IIM Jammu also that they were from non-maths background and they're still here. So if you because 10th, maths till 10th, everyone is studied. And in JIPMAT, you mostly get basic questions. So it's pretty doable.
So, any advice that you'd like to give aspirants for 2025 to
Yeah, so-
motivate them?
Yeah, advice would be that make sure you manage your time well, because whatever time you get, you need to stop wasting it on other things and actually focus on what your goal is. So that is one basic advice that I would like to give.
Thank you, Anna. It was great talking to you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. We'll be back with the next one very soon.